All right, it looks like we are back. Okay, we are back. I apologize. We had lost our audio. We are all set, ready to set up for the finals. Okay, we are fully back. My apologies, our audio had crashed. And the only way to get it back is to restart the computer. And of course, the computer wanted to go through updates. So, a little bit of a delay. To recap what we saw in the semifinals, Josh, what were the scores in the semis? We had in the scratch division, Darren Zombro defeated Alex Klinsky 223 to 183, and in the handicap division, Bruner defeated Jaquith 192 to 188. All right, off to the finals. We have Michael Martell in the scratch division going up against Darren Zombro III. Michael started with 9 spare. Darren left the 2-4-5. On the scratch side, we have Rachel Casillas going up against Cody Bruner. And the pins. Rachel will be getting 5 pins in this match. All right, so hopefully we won't crash anymore. Well, if the audio crashed again, I'll just leave the video up and we won't do any audio for the remainder of the tournament. All right, Rachel starts out open, and Cody had started out with a strike. And Zombro missed his 2-4-5, so he finds himself down by 11 after 1, and he 10 pins in the second. Cody on the handicap side doubled, and Zombro makes his 10 pin. And Cody did triple on the handicap side, so he has a pretty substantial lead early of about 35 pins or so. And Martel with a strike in the second. And Rachel goes Jersey and wraps a 10 pin. Interesting hit. Rachel converts her 10 pin, first mark of her game. And that's a double for Martel. Minor Michael is either going to have to win this week or next Saturday to earn his spot into championship weekend. And a 4-pin for Zombro. Rachel left another 10-pin. Which she missed. So she has 45 in the fourth, 50 with her handicap. So she finds herself down quite a bit after 4. Cody comes in his fourth frame, leaves himself the 4-pin. There's a strike for Zombro. And a spare for Cody. So Cody has 79 in the third with a spare in the fourth. And Rachel with her handicap, she has 50 in the fourth. So she finds herself down by roughly 49 pins. 46 with that 7 count. Martel comes in high, briefly has the 6-8 standing, trips the 6 out, leaves just the 8-pin. He should be able to convert this fairly easy. Cody did make his 3-6-10 to retain his commanding lead. Spare conversion for Mr. Martel. Rachel comes in high. She leaves the 3-6 in the 5th frame. And she makes her spare. Skip is back. Light hit 10 from Martel. Say something, Skip, so I know I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, we're good. Rachel's shot on lane 27. She goes left, leaves just the 6-pin. She's going to have to keep making her spares with Cody. Has 5 marks in a row, so she cannot let up here. Martel got his a little wide on 25. He leaves, is that a 6 or a 10? 10
That's
pin.
10 pin.
10 pin. And that match is now even. Good spare there for Rachel. Picks up her 6.
Zombro could really put some pressure on him if he could find a way to get a couple strikes right here.
Absolutely.
13-year-old Darren Zombro trying to take down the mighty Michael Martel. It's like David versus Goliath. Shaker 10.
Good shot there for Darren.
It's like did you ever see the movie Hoosiers?
I have not.
Oh, Well, right before the championship game, the priest comes in and reads the Bible passage of David and Goliath. That's not a good miss.
Not at all.
Where he takes out the slingeth and takes down the giant. That could be the turning point of the match. That 10-pin falls, he basically tied the match. And
Darren
now
comes in behind the head pin, leaves the 1-2-10.
And now if he misses this, the match is all but history, knowing what Michael Martel usually does when you give him even the slightest opening.
Oh, we'll never say never. Rachel now up on 28. Darren does not get any of them. Rachel leaving a 5-10. She's going to have to make this spare. Martel up now on 26. Working on a spare. Puts 10 back as Rachel gets the 5-pin. After 6 frames in the handicap division, Cody Brunner with the 122. And Rachel with 82, 87 with her handicap. Rachel's getting 5 pins. So it's essentially a 40-pin match. Cody with the 40-pin lead.
And it's roughly a 40-pin match on the scratch side.
Indeed.
This is going to throw championship weekend up in the air because all of a sudden you have a major player making it now.
Yes, all winners from this year are invited to championship weekend. Well, I'm going to say it's not over yet. That left lane's giving Michael a little bit of fuss.
That's the one thing he's always been able to do well. Even when he doesn't throw his best shot, he doesn't leave splits. Leaves himself things he can make. Spare there for Martel and a strike for Cody. He now has a double in the 7th and 8th.
A little bit of technical difficulty on 27.
Yes. So the best Rachel could do if she strikes out is 171, 176 with her handicap. So another strike here, and actually he doesn't even need to strike. All he has to do is basically stay behind the foul line on his next 2 shots, and he is a winner. And I would say roughly the handicap match is pretty much done as well. Let's see here.
I'm being told we have no sound on the live stream.
We could hear each other, but nobody could hear us. Excellent.
Well, I'm going to keep talking as if we do have sound.
That could be an old message. Because I'm not showing that we're having any audio issues.
I just got the message a minute ago. Oh, we just got a message on the live stream. There is sound, so we're just going to keep going. I'm not really sure what happened on his end, but we're waiting for lane 27. We have a little bit of a blackout, so that's going to hold up our handicap match for a minute or two here. Michael Martel up on the right lane. With a 30-pin lead. I'm not going to call this match over in the scratch division yet. It is a 30-pin match, but if Darren strikes out here, he shoots 193. Anything can happen.
Thank you for all of you chiming in, telling us that the audio is fine. I think that may have just been an old message that Josh had just received from when our audio crashed. All right, so Mr. Martel makes his spare in the 8th. Basically, he's just looking for marks in the 9th and 10th to finish this match out. Zombro can still strike out for 193 to force Martel to mark twice. And that's a 5 count for Cody. And the lane shut off again. All right, and Martel struck foundation frame 9th, so even if Zombro strikes out now, Martel will only need 9 pins on 2 balls in the 10th. Good attempt there by Cody. Zombro keeps the pressure on Martel. It ain't over yet. Cody has 173 in the 9th. Again, the best Rachel could do if she strikes out, their handicap is 176. And she does not strike, so Cody wins it on the bench. Cody Bruner, your handicap division champion. All eyes now on the scratch side. And Zombro does not get the first shot in the 10th. That means on the bench, Michael Martel is your scratch division champion. Spare for Zombro. Rachel also made her spare. So,
certainly a good day for Darren.
Absolutely. So we'll let the bowlers finish up in the 10th frame. .172 for Zombro. He will finish second. Good job today in his first finals on the scratch side. All right, and we have a final on the handicap side. Cody Bruner 182 to Rachel Casillas 152. And on the handicap side, one more shot for Mr. Martel. With a spare, he will shoot 213 to Darren Zombro's 172. And that will do it. So we will wait for award presentations, then we will set up the camera to do post-match interviews with the winners. You have been watching live coverage of the finals of the PJBT event at ABC North in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Go get him, Skip. All right, and we are back. We are just about set to award our finalists today, and then we will have post-match interviews. All right, on to Skip. Darren Zombro, your second place finisher today, getting $125. Rachel Casillas, $100 for her second place finish on the handicap side. Michael Martell, your scratch division champion today, $200, Richard. Cody Brune, your handicap division champion. Did I say that right? Brune? That's what I meant. Cody Brune. All right, we will get pictures and then have post-match interviews. Stay with us. All right, we are here today with the handicap division champion, Cody Bruner. Congratulations, a two-hander. How's it feel?
Great. This is only my second PJBT.
Really?
Yeah.
And a win already.
Yep.
How old are you?
15.
15. You're pretty darn good for a 15-year-old.
Thanks.
Where do you bowl out of?
East.
ABC East. So that was nice close travel for you. Made your mom happy today on Mother's Day? Mom here? No, mom's not here. Okay. Well, you made dad happy today on Mother's Day. So what grade are you in?
Ninth.
Ninth grade. Ah, yes, because you have the Eastern PA Championship. Did you bowl this year in the Eastern PA
Yes,
Regionals?
I did.
My kid was there. He was leading it, actually, after qualifying. He didn't win. So, tell me about your day here today.
Well, it was great when I first started, but then I started getting hurt because my fingers are a little messed up now. But it was all worth it.
What equipment did you throw?
I was throwing the Sherlock from Storm, and I was throwing the Phase 2 from Storm.
How long have you been bowling for?
This is my second year.
Really? Wow, that's pretty impressive. What do you average?
183.
That's really impressive. Very, very impressive. Who's your coach?
My dad.
Your dad. Well, there you go. All right. So you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Shout out to Landon because he bowls with me Saturday morning.
Yep.
Shout out to Tim for coaching me all the time.
Yep. Anybody else?
Shout out to my grandparents because they take me to a lot of the tournaments too.
All right. All right. Well, one more time. Now look into that camera and say, give me your name and say, watch out for me, America. Here I come.
I'm Cody Bruner, and watch out for me, America.
Cody Bruner, ladies and gentlemen, your handicap division champion. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, young man.
Thanks.
Dad, don't go away. I want to talk to you after the tournament. All right. And now, picking up where he left off. Congratulations, Mr. Martell.
Thank you.
You go away. You bowled great last year. You come back. You go away to college. You come back and you just win. Now you've thrown championship weekend into chaos because now you've qualified for championship weekend, and I know that was your main goal either today or next Saturday.
Yeah, that was definitely the mindset coming in. I haven't bowled on house in almost a year, so it's pretty. I actually practiced for this, getting my hand around it more and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was the mindset coming in. I got to get into the Invitational because of the way that it works now.
Yep.
So either needing a win or 11 points, and I obviously wasn't getting 11 points,
Right.
so I needed to win either today or Saturday. So
A lot of people that bowl in college tell me that they actually have a problem coming back to bowling house.
yeah, you get into bad habits when you bowl on house, but it makes you strike more. All year we've been working on some physical game stuff, and I still am not throwing it the greatest, but I bowled on house last night to try and practice for this, and I struggled. So it was very interesting to see that I actually scored today. I was surprised.
And you go to Robert Morris.
Yes.
And how's that going for you?
It's going good. School's good. Bowling's good. Can't
Excellent. And you're majoring in accounting.
complain.
You're
Yes.
gonna take my job someday.
Yeah, that's the goal. Hopefully, hopefully I'll be getting my master's in
Excellent.
the next 2 years.
Well, then you'll be way too qualified for my job.
Oh,
So
well, there you go.
So why don't you tell me about the tournament today? What you were throwing, what you were looking at.
Well, first of all, I'll thank my sponsor, Motive. They give me the best equipment on the market.
Yep.
I started the day with an Octane Carbon, the first 5 games, and then in match play I went to an original Covert Revolt. They just blended the middle part of the lane a little bit because they started to hook too much. And then when I got to the championship match, I just moved further right with the Octane Carbon and tried to circle the lane a little bit more because the middle started to hook again. So.
All right. Well, we will see you next Saturday, or
I'm not sure yet. If I can get out here, I will probably be here. If not, then you'll see me at championship weekend.
absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations.
Thank you.
Your Scratch Division champion, picking up where he left off from last year, Mr. Michael Martell. Let's give him a round of applause. Well, who is your favorite PJBT bowl? He's not here.
You know who he is. He's not here.
Oh, Brent. Close. He must be talking about Matthew.
Close as well.
I wouldn't even pick Matt as my favorite. My favorite's always going to be me.
All right, so talk about throwing championship weekend into chaos. Mr. Martell comes back, picks up right where he leaves off, and
It's going to be a star-studded field the way
absolutely,
it should be. The
absolutely.
only thing that nobody knows is what the pattern's going to be.
I don't even think we know quite yet.
Well, we have a couple ideas in mind, and it's going to be that's all we're going to say.
I thought I knew what it was, but now I'm not so sure.
We haven't made a final decision yet, but it's going to be tough. We're going to definitely crown a champion that day.
Who do you think you are?
What?
We're going to crown some champions that day.
Well,
Yes, that's a private. We'll talk about that. All right. So next Saturday we will be at ABC North. I don't think you're going to be there that day.
no, we're going to be at Colony Park.
We're going to be at Colony
you
Park.
You can come here, but we're going to be.
We're going to be at Colony Park North. Are you going to be there?
Probably by 5 o'clock. Yes.
Well, that's nice of you to drive down after a long day of work.
I'm only coming down so I can eat at Friendly's.
Is that where we're going?
Probably not. but
All right, that is a Saturday start time at 2:30.
your last chance to get into the Bracket Survivor Tournament and
Yep.
possibly championship weekend.
Yep,
Because the only guarantee is 11 participation points or to win the tournament.
absolutely. And, well, Scratch, we're already at the 72. We're at 73 with winners and participation points.
But if you get
And-
to 11, you're automatically in, even if we go past
Yes.
72. 11 gets you in.
Okay. All right, so let's see who is here today helping us. Mom and Pop,
Everybody but Matt and Brittany and Travis.
Brady and Pepe were here. Peaches helped out, although she didn't come on the live stream with us today. Now she
Why
is.
did you have to tell her that?
I
Now
don't
we
know.
gotta-
I don't know.
I don't feel very well, so I wasn't gonna put
Well,
my voice around.
Then don't give us your germs.
I'm not gonna give you your germs.
All right. For the skip, I'm the Fat Guy PA Fats. We will see you next
See you guys
Saturday.
next
Colony Park North, York, PA. Bye. Just pull the plug. Pull the wires. Whee! Shut the